All right. By the way, it's my favorite Bronx Drill song ever. Like, I'm not like y'all call me a Kenzo dick rider. I just think it's like the best Bronx Drill track ever to drop. Anyways, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think we would get a verdict today, from the jury because like they was like deliberating for like all of yesterday. They said they could come to like terms or some shit today, and the defense tried to get a mistrial and shit. Which, in my opinion, I thought they was basically deliberating on if the murder was like murder, I guess. Like instead of just like manslaughter or something that like could have been avoided, because they was talking about a reasonable person, which are basically saying, I guess, K wasn't a reasonable person, I guess. They try to find definitions on that and shit. But anyway, this is how day two went, and we ended up getting a verdict at the end of it. We got the jury answering, Judge, you have asked what a reasonable person is. It is a concept. He cites Waska, the descendant. The fuck? If you have further questions, please put them in writing. Jury exits. That will continue. U.S. versus K-Flock update. The jury sent the judge another note. Judge, they want a transcript of my definition of a reasonable person. I'll see it to them. See you for the next note. Whatever that means. Update. Now back in courtroom. There'd been a note. K-Flock and counsel at defense table waiting for the prosecutors. Prosecutors come in coats. Clerk, counsel come up, and I'll show you the note. Still waiting for the judge. Which I don't know what this shit mean. But in my opinion, it just looked like the defense was just trying to get like a plea agreement or something like that. And then they say, all rise, judge. The jury says we cannot reach a unanimity on one of the charges, which I would assume is the murder charge because they keep asking what a reasonable person is. If you were K in that situation, you're a reasonable person, what would you have done in that situation? They said K tried to defuse the situation like 4 times. Whatever that means. Judge, what do the parties propose I tell the jury? Prosecutor, it's been 24 hours. They should just continue to deliberate. We can suggest some language. Judge, so not a full Allen charge defense? Question mark. What if I don't know what an Allen charge is, but type shit. Defense will propose language as well. Thread will continue. We're back. Defense, we move for a mistrial. Judge, denied. They are prepared to continue to deliberate. It's too early for even a modified Allen charge. Bring the jury in. I would assume an Allen charge is something where whatever they came to agreement on, they'll just settle it right there in court, and then whatever they couldn't agree on, they'll just go to another trial or something like that. That's what I assume. But the judge shot that shit down. I don't know why the defense went for a mistrial. Day 2 of the jury deliberating. And then the jury would enter the courtroom again. The judge would say, "I instruct you to continue to deliberate." And then that's where we'd be left for like, I think, 30 minutes to an hour more. And I wouldn't assume that we would get an answer today. But then the jury coming in 25 minutes ago. I wasn't even looking at my phone. I just looked at my phone, seen it, got spark. Jury coming in. Clerk, count 1, Rico. Foreman, guilty. I think Foreman probably one of the jurors that's speaking for him. So he's fighting 4 counts: racketeering, conspiracy. This is the jury sheet. So this is what they was like in the room discussing on what guilty and not guilty is. And I don't know how it usually works, but if they can't all agree on not guilty or guilty, that's where they gotta like just like deliberate for all the long ass time. So that's why I assumed they just found him guilty of everything else but the murder, and it was thinking about that. So count 1, Rico. Racketeering, conspiracy, count 1 right here. I mean, acts involving murder. Like, you got all these extra shit that come with racketeering. So they say count 1, Rico, guilty, including Waska, no. So what does that mean? Acts involving murder? So he's found guilty of racketeering, but not with the Waska murder. Okay. And then count 2, murder and aid of racketeering. This the Waska murder. Count 2, not guilty. So he's not guilty of the murder, right? So they're basically saying that he's not guilty of the murder, which basically, this is like the best case scenario that I think could have came out of it. I don't think he was ever gonna leave this courtroom and not get charged with anything federally. If that was a gun charge, if that was racketeering, if that was anything, the fact of the matter is he was fighting for his life on this trial. It was like, if you get charged with this murder, it's a mandatory minimum life in prison. But the fact that he's not guilty of it means that he's not gonna get thrown in for life. What does that mean? I think it says something about sentencing will be July 16th, so he could get anywhere from fucking 20, 30, 40, 50 years, less, more. He's just not doing life. That's basically what it means. But then you got count 3, which is violent crimes and 8 of racketeering. So it could be the attempts. It could be any violent crimes, you know. Ain't that fucking difficult. He was found guilty of count 4 was firearms offense, which, I mean, that ain't crazy, bro. People fight gun charges to the feds all the time. And then what's count 5? I'm trying to figure out what count 5 is. Because you got racketeering, you got the violent crimes and 8 of racketeering, which is the attempts. You got the gun charge that he's found guilty of. But the murder he wasn't found guilty of. He get 20 at least. I mean, it's all to the judge. So, judge, I would discharge the jury with the thanks of your nation. Jury leaves. Judge, does the defense intend to make post-trial motions? Defense, yes. Defense intend to make post-trial motions. Like, is this an appeal or some shit? I don't know. I feel like that could mean anything. Judge, they are due in 2 weeks, which is the post-trial motions. They are due in 2 weeks. Sentencing will be July 16th. We are adjourned. That is crazy. And the one thing I'll say about this whole case, I feel like we missed a lot of things. Like, Drama did a good job. Shout out Drama. He did a good job keeping everybody updated. We'll go through it all. You got everybody pulling up for day 1. The biggest surprise from this, in my opinion, bro, was, well, the fact that he beat murder charges is crazy, bro. In New York with a gun, like, that was crazy. But it was obviously self-defense. In other states, he would have got away with it. I'm not got away with it, but, like, you know, it wouldn't have been this long and drawn out. But this just tells me that they brought up this Fed case a year and some change after he got picked up for the murder on a state charge. He had El Chapo's lawyer, and then a year and some change later, the feds came in and swept him up. Today, he was found guilty of what? Only the federal charges. Nothing with the murder of Waska, nothing. So, when El Chapo's lawyer, K-Flock's lawyer on the state charge for the murder, he said they were scared that he was going to beat it. That's why they indicted him. It's pretty fucking accurate. Because if you look on that set side of fucking third side indictment, everybody pleaded out. Who did they want? The man you're looking at right here, bro. This is all they want. They want him to sit for as long. They're trying to make an example out of him. So they indicted him on the craziest charges, everything. You got other people like BJ, Nick, fucking Zay and AP Munna, who all those co-defendants out. They was there with K-Flock on the attempts, allegedly. And it's not even alleged now because they were all pled guilty to them exact charges. BJ was had his face on camera when I think he shot up RPT with K or some shit, bro. Or maybe it was 9-4 or some shit. But his face was all over the place, bro. And he pled guilty and only got like 12 to 15 years or some shit. And it's just not fair, bro. It's not fair because they basically just federally indicted him just to make an example out of him and got people like Sticky and Jesse on this shit for conspiracy charges. Sticky's gonna be home fucking later this year, allegedly. And then you got Jesse fucking, I don't know what happened to his shit. But there was little charges and they wanted people to snitch. Speaking of fucking snitches, this fucking guy. So this fucking old head that watched K grew up, molded K into the man he is today, is the reason he's out here doing the things that he's found guilty of in this indictment. He could have helped K do something better with his life. He's the one testifying against K. This dude basically got caught in 2020 or some shit, and I think the feds picked it up or some shit, and it was some crazy shit. And then when an indictment dropped, or they was building an indictment, they came to him knocking and folded like a fucking pretzel. It wasn't K. Sweat, definitely not. Yeah, he's swearing and shit. Though a woman in the courtroom gallery has left a few times. Bro, this is him and fucking slap box on the block. Like, bro, this is crazy, bro. Did other members of Southside go to others' territory? Objection overruled. Snitch, yes. Bro, and the thing about this, bro, this witness ain't do shit, bro. Like, I feel like the witness would, like, bro, bringing a witness that's already locked up and just coming to him and telling him what to say and feeding him answers on the fucking stand is so stupid, bro. Like, he has a reason to lie on the stand, bro. He literally has a reason because he doesn't want to do as much time as he's got sentenced for. So it's so stupid, bro. For those asking, Kevin Perez on the stand has been a cooperator in yellow prison jumpsuit, which I think is like federal like prison jumpsuit, whatever it's called. Because I remember that Lee Drilly fucking walking out of court with his yellow jumpsuit. Someone over behind the computer monitor in front of him. He dropped the F-bomb and the prosecutors looked again. He blamed K for stirring up beefs. Story later. Cooperator Vance slumps as he IDs hand signs. Trial day 3. Bro, still on the stand. Have you spun the block? Look, I'm in the way. Let me get out the way. The fucking prosecutor's asked, have you spun the block? Dude said, yeah. 196 and Briggs. Before that with Boo Boo. You talking about Boo Boo Flocka? This dude not even on the fucking indictment. We didn't ask for all that. We asked if you spun the block. Yeah, bro, me and Boo Boo did that shit. Did you say boom? The judge said boo. Like, bro, what are we... Yo. Insta shown. GX2393. Don't give a fuck what he jacking, okay? This guy, bro. Mama, how I look like a damn snitch. Prosecutors did not look happy about the swearing when it says fucking them and smoking them. Ooh, prosecutor winced, then asked what does smoking mean. Shooting, killing. He also talked about hand signs. Cooperator witness Vance on the stand. OYK video on screen. Bro, you talking about Nas EBK and Set the Trends OYK song when K-Flock made a fucking appearance in. We're showing that shit, bro. I guess it makes sense, bro. That's not even his song, bro. Prosecutors asked, are those guns real? Yes, Vance said. How do you know? And I know I got guns. Oh! Oh, that makes sense. I know that's gun real. I never touched that gun in my life. I never seen it in real life. But I could tell from a video that that's a real gun. Why? Because I got guns. I live in New York and I got guns. Jesus Christ, bro. Anything, bro. Oh my. And then this dude. Bro. This dude killed Nas. If you don't know, Nas was in the fucking Being Honest remix with G Herbo. K had his arm around him. That was, bro. He passed away at 16 years old, bro. There's a whole video of the aftermath and shit. This dude got convicted of it. This man, Blitz from fucking 80, got 18 years for that shit. I remember on this story, like, before and after trial, he lost and shit. Bro, he was talking about, like, man, none of the guys send me in. What did he also say? He was like, man, ain't no loyalty in this shit. Like, bro, he was just talking shit about everybody, bro, because no one was helping him in there. Or whatever. Everybody forgot about me type shit. Bro, so this dude killed K-Flock's right-hand man. And while K's fighting for his life for this murder, this dude got the nerve, after already getting sentenced to 18 years for a fucking murder, you got off, like, good, bro. You killed a 16-year-old, bro. He was, like, 18 at the time. He killed a 16-year-old. And you're doing fucking 18 years, bro. Be glad that you fucking got away that easily, bro. Now this dude is taking a fucking stand and introducing a song from 8/18/2020. I think that's the FTO song or something like that. Prosecutors asked him, did you hear him say, hole in his face? That boy looked like a dolphin, question mark? X talking about, yes, he got shot in the face. They talking about it was K, AP, and I think Zay Munna. Well, that's what they allege. And like Eli got shot in the face or whatever. I think it was AP. I don't know who actually like shot him or whatever, but that's what they talking about. And then X said, I had left to make a sale. Prosecutor's talking about of what, question mark. He's talking about crack. So bro snitched on himself and fucking K. This shit is crazy. Back to Sugar Hill, venue of Waska shooting. Prosecutors play E-Dot Baby song Ready for War. Sugar Hill, we get the money. Like, what the fuck does Ready for War with E-Dot got to do with anything, bro? Because they didn't bring up the FaceTime call with fucking K on the steps with the see-through clip and shit. Or at least he didn't report it, bro. So I don't know how much he reported or whatever. He was like doing other cases and shit I was seeing. But I'm like, bro, how much did you actually do? How much did you actually, like, bring him? I don't know. Prosecutor said, what are 2 chops? He's talking about 2 guns. Like, bro, this shit is so stupid, bro. You already got sentenced. The feds come knocking and you fold like that against the ops? Like, what the fuck? Bro, K got his big homie and his ops. Bro, snitch on him is crazy, bro. What his profile picture says, you better go slide on them. For me, no crying soft ass. I mean, you can't say he didn't slide, but fuck, he folded like a pretzel in there. Yo. Basically, bro. Hey, during a trial, bro, only Bronx Strapper ever to do 100 million views by himself, bro. I hold K in a high regard when it comes to Neo Drill, like, legends, and he is a legend in my eyes, just for what he's done for the Bronx, because it was only locked in on Brooklyn Drill, bro. That was literally what the genre was called. Now you gotta call it Neo Drill. He's the reason for that shit. But him and Pop is up there. That's why I was like, bro, if he gets live, bro, that's gonna be crazy, bro. And then Ashanti Washington, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, this is Shawnee, bro. Like, if you Shawnee back in fucking end of 2021, this is just what she looked like, bro. She got the BBL now, BBL Bonnie and shit now, but this isn't his ex, this isn't his sister, nothing, bro. I always thought it was one of them, but this is actually Shawnee Bonnie, which is crazy enough, bro. So basically, Shawnee just took the stand because she was there. And he fucking got 2 snitches going against him, so he kind of, gotta worry about that. Defensive witness Shawnee Bonnie was present with defendant at the time they were pursued on a Harlem Street by Hernandez. The government would have this court believe that Hernandez's possession of a firearm does not tend to cooperate any part of this witness account of what happened, but that is not the case. Miss Washington explained that just felt like he was gonna try and shoot us, and that he did reach in his pockets for something. He also expressed her belief that if the defendant did not act to protect them, that they both would have been shot. And they was found not guilty of this part, so it definitely helps. It's clear evidence that she had a subjective and objectively reasoned belief that Hernandez had a weapon and intended to use it. The fact that a fully loaded handgun with a bullet in the chamber fell from the coat he was reaching into just minutes later after he was shot corroborates Miss Washington's, Shawnee Bonnie's testimony insofar as it bolsters the objective. Using big ass word. But yeah, basically, Bonnie did help K and I get life. It definitely helped a lot. Shout out her for doing that. Chanel Anderson will testify that Kevin Perez inspired others, sponsored community events, joined the anti-gun violence program, and fed the homeless. Okay, and this is something that should have been talked about more, bro, because he definitely helped the community a lot, bro. He's definitely doing what he needed to for his community. That's why I always respect the K. I respect the K in 2 ways: for what he did, for his community after he got the money, and what he did for everybody around him. He had everybody rapping, everybody lit at the same time. Hey, he knew I need to pull up to this music video and just show my face. That's in the OYK song, or the fucking the one C High Steady C Blue song. I forget what that shit called. I always forget. But he was in the fucking car and he just made an appearance, bro. That shit got 10 million views and shit. He kept getting deleting that shit, but it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, bro, K helped everybody around him, bro. He wasn't the only one. And in his music shit, bro, he was very smart in how he maneuvered. He never oversaturated his sound. He always was different. Never sounded like nobody. Top tier, bro. Just him and Pop. And then he got Hype. Hype came home like last year, bro. He don't be posting on none of this shit. He talking about we taught them little how to fight. We raised them. Watch K grow into the face of the Bronx. How could you? Like, bro, that's so crazy, bro.
Bro, like, I don't even know what's the word, bro.
Yeah, Geek. That was the
I
music
ain't
video that
even
he's
gonna
in.
hold you. Shit is just
In the car
nasty
and shit.
works, bro.
I don't even think.
Right, Trey?
Free my slime. Took the stand on my baby boy shaking my head. Bendo Boy was telling us in September this dude crazy LMAO. Been the leader boy of JPay in the grand. This shit nasty. Dear NYPD, I'm not a gang banger. Everything you see me post are song lyrics. Shaking my head, man. I remember someone said, it was like, he's Mexican or whatever. He just want to see his family when he go home. They value family. Fucking in a Mexican household. I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Nah, free sticky, bro.
You know how.
Nah, shout out drama though. But this shit is crazy, bro. Bro, K coming home tomorrow is crazy, bro. Or whenever this shit was posted. It don't matter, bro. I don't think it was never a situation where he'll be found not guilty of all the charges. The only thing that kept my I guess it could happen was because of what wasn't being reported. I feel like because it was like, damn, we get witness after witness in this case, and only lasted 6 days or some shit. Because I think the closing statements was Tuesday. It's now Thursday. They was deliberating all of yesterday and today. Closing statements was Tuesday, so they only had 6 days of trial, which was, I mean, we seen from Young Thug, Melly, these shits last weeks, months. Every day is something, but this shit was kind of surprising because they built this case up and it was just like, I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't going to take this long. Or it wasn't going to be as short. I feel like they had more evidence. But shit is what it is. I was hoping for a plea agreement or some shit, bro. I think 15 years would have been perfect, bro. But he's found guilty of 3 charges. 4 charges, basically, all wrapped together. It'll be very interesting how much he gets in total. And it's still time for appeals and shit. Gotta do 85% of Fed sentences. Hopefully get on good terms and shit. Need Chef G lawyer. What the fuck? Chef G still fighting his case. He still got he got a state indictment too, bro. I mean, they said Chef was moving like the mafia. Nah, free K though. It was like good to have like some type of hope that like, you know, Joe's gonna get saved, but you know, it just doesn't work out like that. I'm just glad he found not guilty of the murder at least. Chef's still fighting this case, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he just got bail for his state indictment because he did his other sentence for his other gun charge or wherever it was. Damn, bruh. Went from a mistrial like a couple hours ago to fucking guilty. Interessante. What's this shit looking like? 4 months until we know. Yeah, found not guilty. He beat the M though. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. I mean, what could he realistically beat though? I guess the attempts, but they said they had video of fucking K shooting up RPT. And the conspiracy just wraps around with everything, bro. Thing is, bro, 4 counts is crazy, bro. That just sound crazy to me, bro. To come out 10, 15 years for 4 counts. It's like, bro, they gonna have the gun charge, which could be a couple years. The attempts with the, oh my god, just mixed in with the racketeering. Bro, what Casanova got for his racketeering shit? Because that'll be a good, like, idea of Some shit he'll get. He got time served. He do got 3 years of time served, bro. Wait. Yeah, 3 years. 3 and some change. It'll be in the middle of fucking 2025 when he gets sentenced, though. He don't get... Like, bro, the thing about it, bro, everybody at home, bro, all these comments are bullshit, bro. They all talking about he's cooked or this, that, and they try to just... None of these guys are lawyers. I'm not a lawyer. I give my opinion, bro. I give... just like how I asked, like, what did Casanova get, bro? Because I don't know, bro. I don't know what the Fed's going to give him. I couldn't give you a ballpark estimate. But the thing is, this is a W no matter what, because he's gonna hopefully see the light of day. Because he didn't get life in prison. So that's a good thing. For at least him, bro. It's like he was like I use the analogy a lot for what he was doing. He was swinging for the fences. He didn't get no home run, but it was somewhere close to that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because he beat the murder. He's not gonna come home immediately. He has time served. He got found guilty on 4 other counts, though. So it's like, he's going to be doing some time. Is rap still going to be in his forte when he's able to come home? He's only like, what, 22? So he gets 10 years, he's going to be 32. Dirk's like 31. So that's just shit to think about. I think after you like 40, that's when it's like, okay. 40 and you coming home, you might have to put that rap shit up. So I think we're aiming for 18 or less. Racketeering and 3 attempted M's is crazy. It's not 3 attempted M's though. It's just violent crimes and 8 of racketeering. That's a charge. So that can mean a whole slew of things. But thing is, the judge is the one sentencing him. What's his judge again? Wasn't his judge black or some shit? That's kind of a good thing. In the sense of him being giving him some leeway and shit, hopefully. The thing is, bro, this man Lil Zay Osama, and this is why I compare it to other rappers. This man Lil Zay Osama left a switch in a fucking cab and just came home a couple weeks ago. He was only locked up for a year or two. So that was a Fed charge. So count 5. I don't even know what count 5 is, bro. I forgot about that. I don't know what count 5 is. I could probably read through the documents or some shit. But you got the racketeering charge, which I think can hold like 20 years or some shit, bro. I think Casanova's doing double digits for sure, just on racketeering alone. The violent crime, and then gun charge, and then count 5, whatever that is. Yeah. I'm just gonna look through the indictment. In my opinion, it's a W, bro. He basically beat a murder in New York while on camera in fucking $1,000 Mary Jeans, unreleased Jordan, and a fucking Montclair. Walking through the ops hood while he's up a fucking couple million from rap. And the thing is, bro, the only person that put themselves in a situation is K himself, bro. I hate to be the one to say it, bro. He shouldn't have been walking that day. He knew where he was at. He knew who he was talking on FaceTime with and shit. I don't know how that shit got leaked, by the way. But he put himself in that situation. I don't know what the fuck Shawnee Bonnie was doing. Maybe he was just fucking around with her. But regardless of the fact is, he did that to himself. So he got racketeering conspiracy, found guilty of. Murder and 8 of racketeering, not guilty. Use of firearm, attempted murder, somewhat dangerous. Mandatory life in prison or death. Age 19. Been there 3 years, 22. I don't know, bro. Count 5 is fucking some bullshit. Nah, I don't go to the IG pages. NY Drill Official and fucking Drama's the best IG pages. Everybody else be stealing posts, in my opinion. They be stealing posts from other shit. Damn, bro. Free Kato. How is he dirt? He be stealing posters though too. I can't lie. So he's getting mandatory life? Nah. That was for the murder. The mandatory life in prison or death or whatever was for the murder. July 16th, bro. Jay beat the body in New York. Conviction for Rico. Oh, K's a minimum sentence of a Class B felony, 1 to 3, with a maximum sentence of 25 years. Is this true? Who this guy? You know what he's talking about? Yeah, I'm about to block some people. Trump need a free bro? Wait. What if Aiden gets Trump on the phone and has Convy like help get K out, bro? He'll mostly be free by 2026. Do not listen to this guy, bro. Do not listen to anybody in these comment sections because they just chatting, bro. Our people gonna do the he be wishing jail on people and shit with his trash ass music. He won't be out for the next 10 to 25 years. He doesn't know anything. The only person that knows, and even the judge don't know yet, but the only person that can fucking decide his fate is the fucking judge. Yeah, and the fucking Vance's sister fucking had a walk-in court and shit. Say my brother's lying and shit. It's just crazy, bro. Anyways, are we really surprised though? Like this is exactly how I assumed it would go. Because gun charge, you got caught with a gun. The Fed's gonna pick it up. Racketeering, fucking they can say anyways racketeering, bro. It's conspiracy charges, bro. It's bullshit. The attempts, it was like I feel like because it was a murder and then there was these attempts, it was like fuck it. You rather take the attempts than the fucking murder in the jury's eyes, I feel like. So I just feel like they just checked that shit up. Yeah, it was a couple attempts on there, so he had to do one of them bitches. That's what I feel. But then it was like the murder was the one they really cared about. I'm just glad they looked at it from a point of view as like they need to look at it from K Flock's eyes, bro. He's fucking from a certain block. They gave all the backstory to it, and then the jury looked at it like, oh, if I was in this situation, any person that lives that lifestyle or was in K Flock's shoes should have done the same thing. What do you mean? You know how NYC is. That doesn't have anything to do with what the judge is gonna do, bro. This man Lil Osama had a fucking switch in the cab. What did New York do? They gave their case to the fucking feds. What'd the feds do? Give him 2 years for the shit. He just came home a couple weeks ago. He left his switch in the cab in New York. You can't like fucking reference other shit, bro, because it doesn't make sense, bro. This man Lee Julie was fighting a fucking body. What did he do? He didn't get charged with the body. He didn't do nothing. So what they do? It was a drug indictment. So they just threw the lesser charge at him. 5 years, bro. Lil Zay not the face of New York drill though. Facts. Good fucking nah. Great excuse, bro. Great fucking excuse. He's not the face though. He's not the face. I just be saying stupid shit, bro. That's why I say don't listen to anybody in these comment sections. I'm not gonna tell you what he's gonna get. I'm not gonna give you no ballpark number, bro. If he gets less than 20, that's good in my opinion. If he gets single digits, oh my god. If he's home by 20, 30, Jesus, throw a party right now. That's why I just go off other rappers and what their case is. What did Casanova get? That's why I be asking shit like that, because he fought a similar case. Oh my god. Casanova sentence. I think I got like 15. 15 is perfect. Spark, go to fucking Primo stream, bro. Why the fuck are you in here? Deep the keys. That facts. All right, bro. I did my little. Damn, I'm talking 40 minutes. All right. W stream. You stop streaming. Fact, I'm gonna stop streaming right now. Appreciate y'all. It's an important day in New York Joe history. I'm glad I could spend it with y'all, bro. Safety, all that good shit. Fuck with y'all. Get 2 reactions, boy. I'm not streaming no more, bro. How do I tell y'all, bro?
That's the only thing I want for Christmas. Bro, this bitch, she gon' fuck up his image. Who no niggas, I ain't talking.
On the map, so if we're not playing with confidence, we're gonna lose this round.
You can still try to win it on kills, though. 15 seconds, no lives left. But only 2 members of Boston there for the Thieves. Just find a hole and stay safe. 10 seconds now on it.
No way, bro.
Sends it. And the first round comes to a close.
Okay, they got it back.
Ultimately, the majority of that comes down to the break. Boston clearly trying to force things through on the B zone, but LA won enough extra gunfights that the play was never effectively set up.
Oh my God, Nashot pissed. Nashot is pissed. What the fuck?
They're happy for the progress. Scrap might have the hot hand.
What the fuck?
Around a control. I mean, that is about as good as it gets.
Bro, you built a super team and they get upset by the breach? What is going on?
Adjustment there from the Boston squad. Or if there was, Thieves were just one step ahead.
I like that ass end, bruh. I can't cap.
Nice opening round again. Scrap on that 5. We'll see how he's looking towards the Hellstorm. Halfway. Lovely first blood. Hydra joins him. This is a great attack so far. Wait a minute. Hydra now. Oh, if not for Awakening there, it would have been nearly perfect. Still keeping the A-zone captured. And Scrap now on a 7.
Come on, you left. Time is off.
At least
Fuck.
trade him out, but yeah, that's a nice little punch of the opening break. Make sure you get the progress going on the A zone. This is going to be a slow capture as well. Only 2 players on it who are constantly jumping off to look for the kills, but you're looking to feed. Trade throwing through back and forth. 2 ticks of progress for in Boston. They're fighting for it.
Oh, absolutely. Opening break. What a hit. You took a couple of teeth and the A zone with that opening punch, Thieves. Good stuff. That's going to be 2 minutes and 18 seconds there on the game clock. Plenty of lives still.
Oh boy, though, should get caught. Yeah, stunned in a triangle of Boston players who've done a great job of at least clearing out the middle of the map. So they're set up in control. Snoopy's got behind enemy lines.
Bro, my whole break, bro, I've been keeping up with like trying to get better at COD because we got our own shit like that, like our own COD League type shit, bro. This Thieves team is they basically ran through all the qualifiers, which is basically the regular season, and went like undefeated type shit. And they're about to get upset by Boston, which is basically like a struggling team. But this Thieves team like is so over budget that Nadeshot's the owner of 100 Thieves, and fucking Nadeshot basically took a pay cut for himself to build this super team for LA, and they're about to get upset, bro. They already lost the first major. There's 4 majors, and then there's championship. They basically about to lose 2 already. I mean, if they lose, they go to the losers bracket, so there's still a chance to win. But getting upset as the first seed to Boston is crazy. Yeah, I've been finding different hobbies to do, bro. When I took my break, bro, there's nothing I could like. It was just me lost, bro. I was like, damn, bro. I don't really have no hobbies, bro. Like sad as fucking sounds fucking depressing, but that's really how I felt. Cause there's no football, there's no fucking. I don't like basketball like that. Everything and baseball didn't start, so I was like, I gotta do something with my time. And this is what I've basically been doing. I've been watching like the COD League. It's mad entertaining though. Yeah, I seen all of them. I've been keeping up all the fucking signings because I want to know what's going on. Then they got it back. They might take this. They might come back, bro. Look at my boy Scrap right here.
P2 and saying,
He be talking
just
hella
ignore
shit.
the guy ammo. Who cares about him? Go flip their spawn. Look for the spawners. And effectively a dominant round.
All right.
And this type of emphatic fashion you want to see.
I want to end this stream because I got to download the VOD and then I'm gonna upload on the main channel. I'm gonna use that 30K channel.
Series so far on this map, getting absolutely shut down in Hydra, the man that has risen from the ashes.
So Don Florio was the one.
Still red hot.
Was the one that what's it called?
What a bounce back here. Thieves in control. In control. It makes sense. Another round. Here we go.
See, bro, and y'all told me to go to the other IG. Who told me to go to the other IG page, bro? That other IG page is saying he's getting mandatory life in prison, bro. That's not how it works. That's why there's a fucking sentencing. If he got mandatory life, it would just be mandatory fucking life.
Together, Scrap though. I mean, just making sure everybody.
I know, bro. I'm mad about the Rondell Moore shit, but we got Ray Ray, so I ain't even mad at it, bro. Because I don't think Rondell would have been better than what Ray Ray did this season, bro.
3 in the feed.
I wasn't that mad at it because I expected him to leave, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because he would have been a wide receiver 4 in our team, bro. I don't think he would start over Ray Ray, and if he did, like, it would have been, he would have to, like, try mad hard. He don't got to try hard on the Vikings to be wide receiver 3. You know? That's how I look at it, bro.
There for Boston Breach. They managed to capture A in their opening attacking round. It was B that was
Control is the thief shit though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They gonna get this.
2 minutes on the game clock when this goes. Uh-oh, not yet.
Fuck, I need to DM the fucking thumbnail maker.
Completely surrounded. On the attack towards B, but wait. Scrap will be the sole defender. Only finds one, traded out immediately.
He's not going for hard either. He's going to be playing for the zone, and now Awakening is just going to be isolated on it. Needs to play his life and just...
Yeah, bro, they hit him with that. Oh! So mad at that, bro. They should not have hit him with that bullshit.
Gunned down. Awakening couldn't give you too much there in that moment. Tied up on the life count. Middle of the map, owned by Hydra.
Yeah, nice job. It slows down the entire play. It makes Cammy irrelevant in that fight. Thieves now pushing forward. They've got way over the halfway mark. Now they're inside to Rugs. Now, again though, the tables turn immediately. Envoy can't make anything happen there. Hydra finds a corner. Purge does not check it now. On the approach towards B, you're down a man.
Such a good spot, always pays off. Art control firmly in the hands, LA Thieves. Plenty of flank opportunities to roll through if Boston ever step foot on this zone, but they're not even able to get there, getting picked apart along the way. Snoopy trying to square up with the pistol. Cammy gave you 2, but that's all Boston are able to get. And a nice gunfight win, but not in a place that's going to matter, at least not in the short term. Boston trying to orchestrate a good push.
Getting close, but still nothing. Life count still a single. Wait a minute. Awakening now finds himself in the zone. 7 HP should be traded out indeed. But wait, Purge is now on the flank as well. Able to get to the fight ASAP, and they do just that. So, folks, it's not going to be at 9-9 on the life count. Players now on the zone for a second. You've still got a player in the backline, and Envoy this time dealt with.
Wasn't there an update on the current? They didn't close the curse. I didn't see that. Look, I'll like look at the caption, but I won't really go in depth into it. I just seen the fucking Georgia wide receiver got fucking whatever he got, drunk driving or whatever it was, speeding and shit. But I didn't really pay attention to what names go where. Like whatever y'all send in the group chat, I pay attention to though. But I don't know too much.
The pressure to the zone is not easy.
4v4, 20 seconds. Hydra pushing forward, gets himself one alongside Envoy. The clock's still ticking. Boston fighting for this one. Hydra spots out Snoopy. No one's going to be in a position to get on the zone, and the Thieves are all over it. Final 10. Couple of kills now. The trades start beginning to roll. The time's still ticking. Last man awakening, and he is nowhere near the zone. He's nowhere near the kills. Control, the lifeline for the LA Thieves in the series.
I'm gonna end. And then fuck, bro. FaZe plays next, and I want to watch Thieves too. I know y'all don't want to watch that, so I could either wait until after the fact. I'll go live at like 11, bro. I'll go live at like 11. That cool? 1-2, bro. They gotta win out though. Damn, they crazy, huh? Sneaky signing, bro. Pointless shit, bro. Let's see what Primo been on. Cool Gliz. Have I really missed that much? I mean, I've been going for fucking a month. Alright. On way is a good fucking question, bro. 100 videos. I think we'll go to Kick and we'll watch a lot of like random videos. Damn, I can't even bring my fast, man. We'll watch like Q50 documentaries. We'll watch not documentaries, interviews, and then we'll watch Inside or like Love Island potentially. We'll do shit like that. The drill, I'll say one here. I know. Primo been on his Toronto shit, Sat 4. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, I just found out. I ain't find out, but Doovie I've been listening to a lot too. Like, cause I be playing COD in the background. I need music, random music in the background. That's why I be listening to Doovie a lot. Shout out Doovie, free Doovie. He's coming out in a couple years, I think. Oh my god. Drench? Who Drench? Yeah, it's the only drinks I know, bruh. They know what I'm on. No Limit Wet, whatever you want to call them. Or drink season for fucking Philly.
Plenty of reps on as well, so certainly the hard point advantage are leaning towards LA Thieves, but I mean the Hacienda is one they definitely were wanting to win, and now Boston go, hey, we get one of our best hard point maps in this series where we have an advantage. They get to play with no fear in their hearts. They have nothing to lose as far as a winners round one matchups go, and a map that they are comfortable on. And I just love for Snoopy. He's saying, hey, get me away from Vault. I like this map so much more. The more gunfights he's able to take, the better.
Yeah, a lot of gunfights, folks. A lot.
I safety.
Here on Skyline.
Ain't no outro.
If you haven't played ranked, try to veto Skyline at times. I mean, for the older players, your hands will go.
Bro, Slicks! 2-0 is crazy. Bro, I was right to the K-Flock shit, Slicks. And I came back, it was 2-0. Like, I had it on my off screen. I was like looking before I was about to end. Because I wanted to watch this. Oh, 2-0 is crazy. What's they payroll, bruh? The super team is going down.
He was the difference maker.
Boston is crazy.
Massive individual fights.
Yo.
Doing everything right as far as I'm concerned.
Your team about to lose later too, buddy. I like Rocker. Cloud9. I think Cloud9 my team, Slicks. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I was fucking with him. He's really got Cam stuck on Kai. I know, bruh.
If you manage to convert it to a Money Hill type of time, you will be happy to walk away with that type of victory. But certainly, it is a map where the slang needs to
Evil.
be present. Front half of the series, it was nothing
Don't
but Sil
accept it.
in Cammy, lighting up the kill feed. Scrap and Hydra, most recently, able to.
Alright, I'm out of here. So surprised you're gonna hop in Discord if you wanna hop in. It's fun if you eagle me though. I understand. No outro. Safety, y'all.